Hello again, everybody, and another edition of high school football here on Eagle Pass Sports Central. Thank you for joining us on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and live on 92.7 K. My name is Ruben Valadez, and along with my broadcasting partner, Morris Lipson Jr., we are coming to you live this evening from Medina Valley here in Castroville, where the CC Mavericks have come in to face the Medina Valley Panthers. We've had the coin toss pregame. Medina Valley won the toss, has elected to defer to the second half. And so the Mavericks will start the game with the football. Morris, another important district game for the Mavericks. They come in here still winless in the season and in the district season and a little banged up this week. And so we'll see what kind of effort the Mavericks can put forth here against the Medina Valley Panthers.
You're exactly right. And this is a tough Medina Valley team. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they're the defending district champions, I believe. So Medina Valley tonight wearing their orange and black, their colors, and they're wearing their black uniforms with the orange trim. The Mavericks with their visitors uniform all in white and with a silver trim on their jerseys. And we're getting ready to go here, Ruben.
Number 32, Brennan Keir will kick off for Medina Valley. The kickoff is on its way. It will be fielded by Sebastian Vasquez here at the 14-yard line. Up the middle he goes, and he's brought as he crosses the 25. And Sebastian Vasquez gets that ball to pretty good field position across the 30 at the 31-yard line. And one of the things we notice, partner, as we arrive here, Coach Eric Villasnear told us about it at the prediction show, one of the few fields left probably in the state with still natural grass.
Natural grass, and that if you've been playing on turf for a while, it takes a little bit of adjustment. We will see a big change here at quarterback, Ruben. And here they come.
Here come the Mavericks. Shot off is to Luis Flores, and good yard across 30 to the third line. The line of scrimmage was the 28 to start.
And quarterback for the Mavericks, number 17, Bobby Cabrera, a sophomore quarterback. The Mavericks have had some injuries so Bobby Cabrera really asked to do a big job here tonight.
Here's a second and about 7 now to go for the Mavericks. Will hand to Flores, who's got room on the right side of the line, and he'll get to the 38-yard line, and that should be good enough.
Luis Flores will more than likely be the workhorse here today, as he does get the first down, just the first down marker.
And so with the ball on the far hash mark, the Mavericks now will get a fresh set of downs out of the game. Just underway here from Panther Stadium here in Castroville, Texas. To the line come the Mavericks. Here's another handoff for Luis Flores. He's going to get caught in the backfield this time. He'll lose about 2 yards to the 36.
Number 16, Lorenzo Morales, latches on to him, and they actually drop him, I mentioned, for about almost a 2-yard.
So it'll be a second and now for us, as Cabrera will bring the Maverick offense to the 36-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side, and 3 men in the backfield. Cabrera rolling to his left, lets the pass go by Tadeo Rifori, and he manages to bowl his way across the 45 to the 46, just 2 yards shy of a first down.
Just found some young Bobby rolled his left and got that pass to where he needed to get it. And they're about 2 yards short here on the 3rd and 2.
10 yards on that pass and catch. And now a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Mavericks. Ball on the near hash mark at the 6-yard line. The Mavericks have to get to the 48 to get a first down. Cabrera front will take the snap, hands off to Flores, looking for room on the right side, gets over a defender and the field.
Really by Luis Flores to the near side. He got hit about a yard short of the first down. And, he just lowered the head down and got
the second first down of this drive into the ball game for the Mavericks. In with the play call from the far sideline comes Sebastian Vasquez. The Eagles are open this week before the start of district season next week. So no game. They are Eagle pass, and the Mavericks here on the road looking for the first of the season. The play is stopped right before there, and the Mavericks will call their first half with 9 in the first quarter, still scoreless here. It's just the Mavericks' first drive of the ball game, and we'll be right back. Are we really, really glitchy, or más o menos? Ball is at midfield. First and a drive that started back here at the 28. Bobby Cabrera in the shotgun now. Will take the snap. Here's another handoff to Luis Flores. And he gets down the scrimmage for a loss of a 9.
The safety number 7, James Stanton, came in and cut his feet out from under him on the left side of the line, and actually for a loss, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and long now as the sun sets here and the lights come on at Panther Stadium in Castroville, Medina Valley. 2nd and 11, the ball on the left hash mark here to the near side. And Cabrera again with the snap, rolls left, looking for someone open. The pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Tadeo Rivera, waiting for it there at midfield. It's a play that worked for them once before in this drive. Morris this time came up a little short.
Cabrera, really, when we look at him, came up from the junior varsity to JV, but he's got some good size.
He does and has shown some mobility. They're doing what you do with a young quarterback. You roll them out, give them a little space to throw downfield. Now the Mavericks are in a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 from the 49 in their own territory, and Cabrera's in the shotgun. He's going to move Tadeo Rivera in motion. He'll roll left, looking for someone. He's got Rivera, and Rivera gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He's 5 yards shy of a first down. Interesting to see what the Mavericks choose to do here. It looks like the punt team is coming on, and they will try to play field position.
Mavericks, actually, after Medina Valley deferred, after winning the toss, took this side of the field, and they have got the wind right now to their back as we look at the American flag over by the scoreboard.
Mavericks have the wind at their back. One man missing on the punt team here for the Mavericks. They're asking for someone else to come on, and they might have to call a timeout because they were running out of time. They'll take the delay of game there, push him back 5 yards to midfield. And now here comes Bobby Cabrera back onto the field on a 1st and 10. It's usually Gabriel Valderas from that quarterback position who just pooches a punt. And so it'll be interesting to see who the Mavericks use here. It's Bobby Cabrera, the quarterback, awaiting this snap to punt this ball off. There is the snap, a right-footed kick, and it's going to take a good Maverick bounce all the way to the far side of the field. It's at the 10 now, and that's where it will be downed. Very good result on that punt for the Mavericks.
Good job by Bobby, the quarterback, actually also the punter, and did a good job. Kept the ball low, got the wind behind it, and it rolled dead at the Medina Valley team.
From there, it'll be our first look at the Panther offense with Michael Newton, the junior quarterback, number 13, in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, looks left quickly. Pass is caught over on the far side by Carter Hewitt, senior wide receiver, and he quickly gets up field. And they'll move the chains. The ball now is at the 20.
This looks like it's going to be a pretty hurry-up offense here tonight for the Panthers.
Quickly to the line, Michael Newton, the quarterback, in the pistol this time. There's a man near the line. Now he'll move another wide receiver. And this is a handoff to the man in the backfield who's still on his feet. And the Mavericks will have to hurry up to bring him down to the 446 with the carry. Ryan Rincon.
Number 32 had to come back and catch him from behind. Luis Leos with the tackle. And here they go.
Quickly to the line. Again, another handoff for Rincon, who gets it across the 45 to the 47. And it'll be a 2nd down and 2.
Ruben Medina Valley has a really fine.
And they are getting lots of space for their running back so far. Motion again, the tosses to the motion man, number 2. And he is brought down before the line to get for the line of scrimmage. That's Jaden Tercero with the carry. And it'll be a 3rd and 2 now from the 48.
Number 21, Tadeo Rivera, actually going both ways for the Mavericks tonight, making that tackle. Tadeo Rivera also doing some time on defense at the line, one of the linebacker positions.
Ball is at about the 47.5-yard line there. Little over a yard to go to get the 1st down for Medina Valley. Here goes Tercero in motion to the end of the line. They're in the pistol formation. The snap, the handoff to Rincon, and he'll get just enough for a 1st down as he crosses midfield and ends up in Maverick territory at the 47.
Number 46, like you mentioned, that being Ryan Rincon, very low center of gravity.
Again, quickly to the line come the Panthers from the pistol. They'll look here to the near sideline to get the offensive adjustment. Michael Newton looks left. He's got Tercero over on the left side who winds his way around the defense. and is downfield before being pushed out of bounds on the far side of the field at the 30, where it'll be another Panther first down.
The Panthers so far, Ruben, they're going to pass to run the ball over there on the flats.
Partner looking to stretch the field horizontally to get some running lanes for Big Rincon. Here's a play action fake, and he's going to be sacked as Newton all the way back here at the 35-yard line. Great job by the Maverick defense.
Number 75 for the Mavericks came in, had good penetration to Dwayne Camarillo to make the tackle as the quarterback, Newton, tried to step up in the pocket.
Ball now at the 35 on a 2nd and 15. Newton will put a man in motion. The carry is by the quarterback on an option flip, and the receiving man, Daniel Reza, will get the ball, and he'll get about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. It's a 3rd and 11 now coming up for the Panthers.
Did that look to you like maybe a forward lateral?
It might have been. It looked like it was.
Or maybe a shovel. It looked like maybe it was a shovel pass.
Ball is at the 31-yard line, 3rd and 11 from there. Again, Reza in motion now to the near. Winds up, has Rincon at the 15, and he's brought down there by Sebastian Vasquez, but the Panthers have a first down.
Number 2 there at plenty of cushion there.
Quickly to the line come the Panthers again. Here is a handoff to Rincon, and he'll get a couple of yards to a 3-yard gain for the running back there.
You know, the Coach Ramirez told us about these Panthers that they were pretty much going to be 50-50 run and pass, and so far they've been true to that.
3:22 left in the first quarter. There goes Tercero in motion. They look that way. The pass is caught by Carter Hewitt, and Hewitt is brought down shy of a first down at the 7-yard line.
Number 11, Juan Gonzalez, latched onto him on the far side of the field. And this is going to be interesting here. It's a 3rd.
It's 3rd and 2. From there, in the pistol formation with Rincon behind him, he'll put a man in motion, a block side. And there's a handoff to Rincon, and he'll pick his way through the Maverick defense and get enough for a first down at the 4-yard line. It's a 1st and goal from there for the Panthers. 2:34 left in the first quarter as the sun sets here in Castroville. This is a drive that started with 7:55 left in the first quarter. There goes Tercero in motion to the right side of the line. Rincon gets the football, and into the end zone he goes for the Medina Valley touchdown, and that puts the Panthers on the board 6-0.
Well, so far, 1 possession for each team, and we're almost out of the first quarter as the Mavericks, when they were able to get the football and did have a couple of first downs, but here comes the point after.
Newton, the quarterback, is the holder. The kick is up, and it is good. Gavin Rips with the point after, and the score with 2:10 left in the first quarter. Panthers 7, Mavericks 0. We're going to be right back. Mavericks will start at the 30-yard line. A kickoff that looked to be headed maybe out of bounds down here on the near side, but it was fielded at the 30, and that is where the Mavericks will start with 2:09 left in the first quarter. Bobby Cabrera in the shotgun will take the snap. The handoff is to Luis Flores. He's got room up the middle of the formation, cuts up field up the near side, the near hash mark, and he'll get across the 35 to the 36. We've seen it the first couple of drives, Morris. There are some lanes that the Maverick offensive line is creating for their running backs.
Well, not only that, we're seeing Bobby Cabrera actually doing a really would expect somebody his first varsity start, a young quarterback, but he's showing a lot of poise so far.
Certainly is. Back there in the backfield, he's got Luis Flores behind him again. With an offset line, that's going right up the middle again for Luis Flores. And he'll get about a yard. Ball will end up at the 37, and it'll be a third and a long 2 for the Mavericks.
Mavericks need to sustain drives, and they need to get to that third and short situation so they can keep converting those first downs.
And that's exactly the situation here in a third and about 2.5. Cabrera will move Tadeo Rivera to his left. That's actually Luis Flores. It's a keeper for Cabrera, and he's got a first down at the 40-yard line. That was unexpected by the Medina Valley defense, and the young man is able to get the Mavericks a 40.
The football came to the near side of the field on the left hash mark and went over the left side of the line and got just enough for the first down.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball on the near hash mark. Cabrera will take the snap. Here's a handoff to Luis Flores. He's got a couple of yards over on the right side. They'll get to the 42. That will more than likely be the last play of the first quarter as the clock is winding down here over to our left. And that is how the first quarter will finish, with the Panthers on top of the Mavericks 7-0. We're going to step away for a quick minute while we change sides of the field. Here come the Mavericks on a 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8 from the 42. Now moving left to right on your screen. Cabrera rolls left. He's going to keep it himself. Heads upfield, bumps into a man, and then will be driven back after a gain of about a yard to the 43.
Yeah, two receivers over to the right side, the near side of the field. The Mavericks now going from left to right across your screen.
As we near the dusk hour here in Castroville, we've got a good contingent of Maverick fans that made the trip across the way. And, of course, the Thundering Maverick Band is here. The Mavericks looking to convert on a 3rd and 7 from the 43-yard line. Cabrera rolls left, looking downfield. He's got a man open and just out of the reach of Juan Gonzalez, who was downfield for the Mavericks. Pass is incomplete, and the Mavericks will have to punt.
On the far side of the field, Juan Gonzalez did manage to get behind some double coverage down the sideline, and Cabrera just slightly overthrew him, or that would have gone for a long gain.
Gonzalez had beat the safety in the corner that were bracketing him over on the far sideline. That pass just out of reach. Cabrera will stay in to punt this ball, now going against the wind. And off a good one, it's high. And it will bounce in front of the return man. Lets it go, and it's going to take another good roll inside the 15, and the Maverick defense will have pinned this Panther offense down at the 14-yard line.
You know, two good punts by Cabrera so far tonight that have really helped out the Maverick defense, as the Medina Valley Panthers have started deep in their own territory on both possessions.
But as we've seen, this hurry-up offense of the Panthers is really deal with. We'll see if the Maverick defense has made any adjustments here between these first two drives. Michael Newton in the pistol formation with two receivers here to the near side. He'll put a man in motion. The toss is to Tercero. Tercero tries to turn the corner and spins out of a tackle as he nears the 20. Brought down and out of bounds at the 23, just a yard shy of a first down.
He did go out of bounds, and that stops the clock at 10:49.
10:49 left in the first half. This is an all-natural grass field down there at Panther Stadium. 2nd and 1 for the Panthers. Here's a man in motion. Newton drops back to pass, lets it go. He's got Hewitt at the 40, and Hewitt's still on his feet. Ball nearly came loose as he neared midfield, but he's down at the 48-yard line. I am detecting partner hair motion for the snap.
Here they come up the line of scrimmage very quickly.
Again from the pistol. Here's a handoff to Rincon, and the Maverick defense is on him quickly. Number 36 for the Mavericks, Humberto Munoz there with the tackle.
I was about to say that play before that, Hewitt was wide open in the middle of the field, and they threw the football actually on 3rd and very, very short.
Yeah. Threw it downfield, man open in the middle of that zone. 2nd and 11 now from the 47-yard line for the Panthers. Here comes Tercero in motion to the near side at the end of the line. The snap. It's another handoff to Rincon, who's got room on the left side of the line. Contact at the 45, but he will move the pile near the first down marker to the 43-yard line now in Maverick territory.
Rincon will pretty much run north and south, isn't he? He doesn't take too many side steps.
Nope, does not try to stretch out the defense, and he will get, as you mentioned, going north and south immediately. Now in the backfield is Daniel Reza, as Rincon takes a breather down here. Man in motion as 4 receivers across the formation for Newton. There's the snap. The toss back here for Reza. He's got room on the right side. Now going north and south. One man to beat, and he is taken down at the 15-yard line.
Making the tackle over there. Looks like number 9.
There's a flag down there at about the 25. And from the body language of both teams, looks like maybe in the area of a hold, and it'll be coming back against the Panthers. I believe that's the first flag of the game, and it comes with 8:59 left in the first half. It's a blow back against Medina Valley. They'll go from the spot of the foul, which appears to be the 25, to the 35-yard line. 36 is where they'll put it, and it'll be a first down, though, from there.
That stepped off from the spot of the foul, which happened downfield, and here come the Panthers.
1st and 10 for Medina Valley. No one in the backfield with Newton now. Receivers across the formation. He'll look to the left side. It's cut and dropped. The Mavericks should get on that in case it's a lateral. It is not. It's marked incomplete. That's Cade Gallion with the attempted reception. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 from there now. 8:41. Clock stops on the incompletion. Rincon is back in the backfield with Newton in that pistol formation. Here comes Tercero in motion. This might be a run left. They've got all the blockers to the left side. That's exactly where Rincon is going. Bounces off one defender and is still on his feet as he nears the 25-yard line. He's down at the 27, a yard shy of a first down. There is a flag back here at about the 37-yard line, and that looks to be in the area of holding usually.
That will most certainly help out the Maverick defense here, as the first Maverick defender that hit him actually did not wrap him.
It's a chop block against Medina Valley, and that'll cost him 15 yards. And the Maverick defense, again, is the beneficiary of 2 penalties on this drive that's now taken Medina Valley all the way back into Maverick territory at the 49.
So here they come. Now it is a second.
Be 2nd and long.
Long way to go.
The line to get is the 36. Newton drops the ball, picks it up, and just flings that incomplete over to the far sideline.
He just the whole timing and rhythm was off on that play when he mishandled the snap.
And now an important play for the Maverick defense. 3rd and very long. Here comes Rincon off the field. Reza will be the running back, and Newton is going to have 4 receivers, 2 on either side of the formation. And the Maverick defense has to make sure that no one gets behind it, no one sits in that zone again. Here's Newton. Here comes the pressure. He lets the pass go quickly, and it is going to be caught, and off to the races is Carter Hewitt. He will score a 51-yard touchdown.
On a 3rd and 24, the pass comes over to the near side of the field, and then number 1 just threaded his way through the Maverick defense on this side of the field, and then young man is pretty fast.
That's right. Turned on the jets at about the 45 or so, and the Maverick defenders could not catch up to him. Gavin Rips is on for the point after attempt. The kick is on its way, and it is no good. It's wide right, and so the score now with 8:01 left in the first half. Panthers 13, Mavericks 0. We'll use this time to take a quick break and be right back. Brennan Keir will be kicking off for the Panthers. 3 men back deep to receive. It's going to be Juan Gonzalez who fields this at about the 7, and he's got room up the middle, still on his feet. Finally will be brought down as he crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that'll be good starting field position for the Mavericks.
Gonzalez found a nice seam on the far side of the field and took the kickoff, kind of a little up, and he gets it out to the 30, looks like the 32-yard line, I believe.
Ball on the far hash mark. That's where the Mavericks will start. Bobby Cabrera in his first varsity start in the shotgun with Luis Flores on his right. The handoff is to Flores, who's looking for some room on the left side of the line, and he stood up at the 30. It's a loss of 2.
Luis Flores running very tough tonight, but that Panther defense is really, really keen on him. Although we have seen Cabrera throw the football tonight, which should open up the running game.
We'll see if there are some running lanes here for Luis Flores. We haven't seen much of Tadeo Rivera from the backfield. It's been all Luis Flores so far. Second and 11 from the second and 12 from the 30-yard line for the Mavericks, and they're going to call their second timeout of the first half. 7:09 left, 13-0 is the Panther lead, and we'll take a quick break. It's a second and 12 now for the Mavericks from the 30-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark. Cabrera will take the snap, rolls left. He's got room to run if he wants it, and he'll get tripped up across the 35. He goes to the 36. A good 6-yard gain on the quarterback keeper there. That'll make it now a third and about 6.
Cabrera posing a threat here that he will run the football, and that most definitely will help to take the pressure off Luis Flores.
It'll keep the defense honest on those zone read type plays, whether Cabrera will keep the ball or hand off to Luis Flores. Very important 3rd and 6 as the Mavericks try to convert here. Cabrera in the shotgun will take the snap, rolls left again, looking for someone downfield, and the pass is incomplete at the 41, intended for Sebastian Vasquez over on the far side, and that defender looked to me like might have been there just a bit before the ball got there.
You had Sebastian go down on his knees to try to make the catch, but he had the defender all over his back.
So the Mavericks will bring the punt unit on. Ball is at the 36. And on a 4th and 6, Bobby Cabrera will be kicking into a stiff breeze. The return man for the Panthers, Carter Hewitt, awaits at about the 34-yard line. Oh, it's a kick that goes straight up in the air and then takes a Panther bounce, and the Mavericks are trying to hurry to down it, but it will be downed in Maverick territory at the 32. The wind caught him on that one, I think, Morris, partly. The other part was it probably looks like it went off the side of his foot. But whatever the case is, the Panthers now are in very good starting field position.
The line of scrimmage was about the 33, and that football ends up at the 32, the Maverick 32. So that's a punt for negative yardage.
Mm-hmm. From the near hash mark now, the Panthers with a 13-0 lead. Newton in the pistol formation with Daniel Reza behind him. Man in motion at the end of the line on the left side. High snap. He'll bring it down. Tosses it back to Reza, who quickly gets to the 25 and then is brought down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line, where it'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Maverick defense struggling here to stop this potent running game. The Panthers, who all of a sudden will then throw the football also very efficiently.
Press in motion, no one with Newton. Newton looks right, goes left, and the pressure lets the pass go, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Carter Hewitt, near the goal line.
Those were one of those plays where it hit him right in the hands. He probably took his eyes off of it just for a moment and then couldn't coordinate the catch.
It's a flag down on the field. We want to thank all of you for joining us on our Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook page and on our Eagle Pass Sports Central YouTube channel. We know there's a lot of you watching back in Eagle Pass. Here's a call from the official, from our lead referee. A false start. It's a motion penalty against Medina Valley. And they'll step that off from the 24. They've stepped it off already from the 19. And so it'll be 1st and 15 from the 24 now. Newton in the pistol puts a man in motion. Now Tercero goes in motion, and the handoff is to Rincon, who's brought down at the 20, a gain of 4.
Number 55 there for the Mavericks to make the tackle is Esteban Rodriguez. And they get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, about a yard short. It's 2nd and 11.
From the 20 is where they are. 2nd and 11 on the ball on the near hash mark. New man in the backfield with Newton this time. And it's a quick pass to Hewitt, a backwards pass over on the far side. Stiff arms a man as he nears the sideline, and he'll be pushed out of bounds inside the 15 at the 13, and just a couple of yards shy of a first down.
That sideline pass has worked really well to both sides, to both flats for the Panthers tonight.
It's about a 3rd and 2 from there for the Panthers. Yeah, the ball in Hewitt's hand has been dangerous this game for the Maverick defense. Man in motion across the formation from the pistol.
You know,
and
the
I think
spot of the ball is actually farther back than we thought, and he may have stepped out of bounds on that far side.
Looks like he did, and it is a 3rd, and I thought it was about 2 from over here. It's a 3rd and about 4, it looks like. Timeout called by the Panthers, their first of the half, and we'll use the opportunity to thank our sponsors on behalf of Universal Media Connections, Valder Record Service, Nevada's Law Firm, Allstate, Onesimo Elizondo, Sarita's Tortilla Factory, TNT Rentals, IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Capital Insurance Services, Clarisa Rivera Flores, Tienda de los Venados, Jan Harper, Attorney at Law, Tabanay Insurance, Chapa Law Group, Choches Barbecue, Benavides Insurance, Lorena Melo State Farm, Brown Chevrolet, Vargas Hardware, and Reese and Associates. And on behalf of Eagle Pass Sports Center, we want to thank our sponsors, Brown Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, Ancira Ford of Eagle Pass, State Representative Eddie Morales, and Choches Barbecue. And all of you listening back in Eagle Pass and watching, and those of you across the country watching us as well. Oh. Newton has to step up in the pocket, will keep it himself, and he's brought down as he nears the 10-yard line.
You know, Ruben, they actually had a little problem in the backfield. They bumped into each other. Somebody went the wrong way, and all that Newton could do was just try to salvage the play.
It's a 4th and 1 now. The offense stays on the field for the Panthers. Newton has a full backfield. The handoff is to number 19, who's got a first down over the right side of the line. That's Xavier Garcia. There's a flag, though, in the backfield, and this might cost the Panthers.
This may bring it back and make it a more difficult 4th down. And here is the signal. It's a hold.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. And now it's going to be a 4th and long. And it looks like the field goal kicking team is coming on for the Panthers. 4:17 left in the first half. Medina Valley up 13-0 on the Mavericks.
You know, Ruben, a good time to try a field goal. You got the wind to your back, and it's a pretty, hefty breeze here tonight.
It's going to be about a 37-yard field goal attempt from Gavin Rips. Missed an extra point earlier. This time the kick is on its way and good. So a 37-yarder gives the Panthers a 16-0 lead with 3:58 left in the second quarter. We'll step away for just a second and be right back. The kickoff from Brennan Keir. 3 men back to receive for the Mavericks on one hop. It's fielded by Tadeo Rivera, and he's got room up the middle. Now goes left, still on his feet at the 40, 45. I'm looking for flags back here. I don't see any. And so that means the Mavericks will have very good starting field position at the 47-yard line.
Very good run by Tadeo Rivera, who took that ball pretty deep. Went up the left side of the field, which is the far side of the field, and found some blockers, followed them very well, and gets the ball out to the 47-yard line.
You mentioned it earlier in the game. Tadeo Rivera is out there on defense, and so after a very strong defensive stand, he's got to go back there now and return a kick. And he did a good job setting up the Mavericks here at the 47. Ball on the far hash mark. Cabrera will take the self, and he is brought down in the backfield. We'll see where they mark him down. They'll do it at the 41. A loss of 6 yards on the quarterback keeper. It'll be a 2nd and 16 now for the Mavericks.
Number 27, Manny Riojas, the outside linebacker, actually blitzed on the play and went right in between 2 blockers to hit Cabrera head on.
Lots of talking from the Medina Valley coaches to the officials. Every thing that here on our on the near sideline. 2nd and 16 for the Mavericks. Again, Cabrera with 2 backs in the backfield with him. The handoff is to, I believe, Tadeo Rivera. And he'll get stood up as he nears the 45 at the 44.
And this is going to be a 3rd and long. And somebody's calling a timeout here. Let's see who's calling it.
Medina Valley will use their second timeout to stop the clock with 2:49 and hope to get the ball back before the end of the half. You mentioned that this is going to be a 3rd and very long now for the Mavericks. They'll have to look downfield and try to find someone open. Very promising start in the game for the Maverick offense. They rolled Bobby Cabrera left on a couple of plays. Tadeo Rivera downfield out of the backfield. We'll see if something similar can get done here in rolling young Bobby Cabrera out to either side of the formation. Usually they're rolling him out to the short side of the field.
When you've got a young quarterback, you try to not set him up too much in the pocket. You want him to – he's left-handed. So he'll probably, in this case, be rolling out to the far side of the field, which right now is the short side of the field.
That's right. Ball at the 44. Cabrera in the backfield. Rolling, as you mentioned, to the left. There's the pass, and it is intercepted at the 26-yard line on the far side of the field. Still on his feet is the defender. Still on his feet before being brought down. That's Dylan Allen, junior safety. And he'll be brought down at the 47-yard line, just shy of midfield.
What ended up happening is they had a lot of coverage over there, and the pass was short. And that allowed number 6 there, like you mentioned, Dylan Akins, to come in and make the play.
And so the ball ends up at the 47-yard line here, and the Maverick defense has to hold tight here. Pre-game, the Panthers won the snap and chose to defer. So Medina Valley to start the second half. And it's very important that the Maverick defense hold them here before the end of the first half. Medina Valley does have one timeout left as they start this drive in Maverick in their own territory. The toss back to the running back who's still on his feet, still running. Daniel Reza finally taken down by Humberto Munoz there inside the 20 at the 18.
Pitches the ball out to Reza on the far side of the field. And here they come, hurry up offense very quickly to the line of scrimmage.
To the 18-yard line come the Panthers quickly. Newton in the pistol formation with Reza still behind him. The toss to Reza on the right side of the line. And he will get held up after a gain of about 3 yards maybe to the 15.
Finding out that Mr. Reza is very fast.
Kind of a thunder and lightning combination between Rincon, who's a bruising big runner out of the backfield, and Reza, who's got a little bit more speed when he's in there. Reza will stay in the backfield along with Newton, and the Panthers will have two receivers on either side of the formation with the ball on the far hash mark. Reza going out into the receiver formation. Quick pass to Hewitt on the right flank, and Hewitt gets the ball upfield. It's a Panther first down at the 6-yard line.
What ends up happening on that sideline pass, they actually get two blockers in front of him, and he is able to weave through that and get some yardage.
First and goal from the 6 for the Panthers now. From the far hash mark, Newton again will put Reza into the formation over on the left. He'll look that way, and the pass is caught by Hewitt on a quick slant into the end zone. And that is another Panther touchdown. That'll make the score 22-0 for now.
56 seconds left before the end of the half. Here comes the point after.
Gavin Rips on for the point after attempt. He's missed one already, but he's also drilled a 37-yard field goal in this game. The kick is on its way, and it is good. So the score now 23-0 in favor of the Panthers with 56 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Will kick off. It's going to be fielded over on the far side at the 12 by the return team. And across the 40 goes the returner, number 32, Luis Leos. And he's able to get the Mavericks to the 42 with 48 seconds left here in the first half.
You know, one of the bright spots for the Mavericks have been special teams tonight. They their kickoff returns have been good. They've been long, and except for that last punt, we were doing a pretty good job of punting.
Here are the Mavericks. Barrera from the shotgun, and there's a fumble down at about the 43. Ball is on the ground. They'll say the Mavericks will recover at the 43-yard line, a gain of a yard there. 2nd and 9 coming up now. Bobby Cabrera, the quarterback for the Mavericks.
On that run, you had a bunch of Panthers stripping that ball and latching onto it, but they ruled that he was probably down before the ball popped out.
A warm, muggy night here in Castroville. Made the trip up Highway 90, along with all the Maverick. We'll try to turn over on the right down by the Panther defense as he nears the sideline over there at the 43. And Medina Valley will use its last timeout of the half. And it'll be a 3rd and long now coming up for the Mavericks. And we want to use the opportunity to thank again sponsors on behalf of Universal Media Connections, the Record Service, Nevada's Law Firm, Allstate Onésimo Elizondo, Saritas Tortilla Factory, TNT, the IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Capital Insurance Services Inc., Clarissa Rivera Flores, Tienda de los Venados, Jed Harper Attorney at Law, Tammany Insurance, Chapa Law Group, Choches Barbecue, Benavides Insurance, Lorena Melo State Farm, Brown Chevrolet, Vargas Hardware, and Ruiz and Associates. And on behalf of Eagle Pass Sports Central, we want to thank our sponsors, Brown Chevrolet, Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, Ancita Ford of Eagle Pass, State Representative Eddie Morales, and Choches Barbecue. It's a 3rd and 9, and with 2 seconds left, partner, in all probability, the last play of the first half.
More than likely, and it's 23-0 Medina Valley lead here as we are heading into halftime. A very quaint feel here.
It reminds us of Old Eagle Field, down in Eagle Pass, a historic field before it saw its last game played. Luis Flores with the carry to end the half. You'll get to the 49-yard line first half. And when the Mavericks, we mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast with a quarterback that they had to bring up from JV. They're a little banged up at the quarterback position. And you've got to hand it to Bobby Cabrera. He's handled himself quite well. An interception late in the first half on a pass play that they needed because of the down and distance. But other than that, has been handling himself quite well.
Well, one of the situations that you notice is when you got a quarterback that's in the shotgun, he's not down under. It's a young quarterback sometimes. You haven't taken a lot of snaps from that center, but he's done really well handling the football, handing off, and has really done a decent decent job of throwing the football.
Done well, but of course that Panther offense, high-powered and fast-tempo offense that has given the Maverick defense some problems here in the first half. You see the thundering Maverick band coming out onto the field, and we will let you see their performance. We might not get a lot of sound from all the way up here in the booth, but we will try our best to get you a view of the thundering Maverick band here at halftime. At the half, the score, Panthers 23, Mavericks 0. Morris and I will be back for second half action here from Castroville, and we'll see you soon.
The Maverick Band is under the field direction of Airami Martinez, Roy Garza, and Lina Castillo. Striking silver guard officers are Captain Samantha Rios and co-captains Anika Alcocer and Emily Valladares. Guard members of the week are Brianna Sanchez and Mia Trevino. The band will perform their 2023 UIL show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and get ready for your CC win, Thundering Maverick Band.
Test. As the moon rises and the city settles into sleep, that's when the park comes to life. As the statues start to flee, for they only have the night, the day to them unknown. Because when the sun comes up in the morning, the nightlife turns back to stone.
And there's a lot of kids that, and it was done when they were in school, they just don't do it. Hopefully we can get it going again. Hopefully we can get it going again.
I love so easily absorbed.
We came in over here, so we didn't drive out.
No, that was walking backwards. I ain't into that. Whoever fight, I mean, boom, blood come out of mouth, boom, back in the back front. I can't remember shit. I just walked. The other guy walked
Versus them, they got in there pretty good. And an administrator got in there.
Because if not, sometimes songs and feelings of love can also turn to stone. To some, the night may be scary, but to us, it's all we know. Some of life's most never see the sun's glow. If you make the most of life, you'll never turn to stone.
The CC Win Maverick Band is under the direction of Ruben Rodriguez, Alejo Garza, Roberto Rodriguez, Matthew Riley, Jorge Vargas and Juan de Dios Perez. Color guard directors are Carlos Vela and Stephanie Trevino. The band secretary is Ana Martinez.
The game that the lights would work, maybe.
Welcome back for the second half of action here from Castroville, Texas at Panther Stadium. The Mavericks coming in for as they continue their district season against the Medina Valley Panthers. We'll start the second half with the Mavericks kicking off and the Panthers with a 23-0 lead over the Mavericks. Morris, we talked about it off air during halftime. The key has really been that kind of high tempo, up tempo offense of the Panthers that's really kind of pushed the Maverick defense here. Staff and the Maverick defense will have an opportunity immediately to see what kind of adjustments they've made as the Panthers get the ball back. Fielded by one of the short men in the formation at about the 20, comes here to the near side, still on his feet. Christian Maldonado with the return down here to the 46-yard line. And partner, let's see what the Maverick defense has here.
A good run back and very good field position for the Medina Valley Panthers as they're going to start their first possession of the second half at 44-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 44, ball on the near hash mark. Newton in the pistol formation, two receivers on either side. They'll come back here to this side to take a look at the Garcia's in the backfield behind Newton. He'll get the handoff, and Garcia gets stood up as he nears the line of scrimmage. They'll give him forward progress to the 45. It'll be a 2nd and 9 coming up.
23-0 if you just joined us. The Panthers ahead of the Mavericks here as we start the second half of play.
Nose of the football is at the 45. That's a 2nd and 9 from there. For the Panthers, new running back in the backfield. That's Reza behind Newton. Man in motion comes here to the near side. To the right side of the snap. It's a top defense is in the backfield, and now they've got to hold him up, and they do a good job of doing that. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and not further. Luis Leos in among the tacklers there.
Coming to the right, to the short side of the field toward the Panther sideline nearest to us here, and they very quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 from the pistol formation. They'll look this way for the offensive call, and the Maverick defense has to be careful here. The dangerous man is Hewitt, who's down here on the right side, split out wide right, man-to-man coverage down here. They'll move man here to the near side now to accompany Hewitt on the right side of the formation. Newton will look left. Here comes the pressure, and the pass is incomplete. Intended over on the left side for number 88, Cade Gallion. And on the incompletion, the Maverick defense holds here in their first opportunity in the second half.
Number 8 for the Mavericks, Francisco Ramirez, did a good job on the premier receiver, number 1. And here comes the punt.
Number 84 on to punt, Brennan Butler for the Panthers. And that is Juan Gonzalez back here to receive. Here comes the punt rush. The punt is off. Gonzalez waiting for it at about the 20, and it's going to take a very good Panther bounce. It'll be touched, looked like, at about the 8, but they'll down it at the 5-yard line, and so the Mavericks will start deep in their own territory.
Very low punt, and then it took a huge Panther bounce, and when all done, this ball's going to be placed at the 5-yard line.
10:08 left in the third quarter, and the Mavericks have 95 yards to go. From the left hash mark, Bobby Cabrera, the quarterback, with 2 men in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, keeps it himself. He's got a blocker in front of him, turns up field, and he'll get to about the 9. And Morris, if Cabrera maybe had bounced that right, it looked like he had some room up there, turned it up field, and there were some Panther tacklers waiting for him there.
One thing to consider for Bobby Cabrera moving up from the junior varsity to JV, the speed of the varsity game is so much faster, and you get hit a lot harder. And he is really doing well tonight.
And you've got to make decisions just that much faster. Second and long here for the Mavericks. Second and about 8. The handoff is to Luis Flores. He's going to get caught in the backfield and driven back. They'll give him forward progress to the 7. A loss of about a yard there now. And it'll be third and long now for the Mavericks.
Most definitely a throwing down here. And they will probably, if they do throw it, roll him out to his left side, which is his strong side, and give Cabrera an opportunity to throw the football.
And so on a third and 8 officially, the Mavericks will have 3 receivers across the formation, 2 to the far side, 1 split out wide left here to the near side, and the Maverick offense is going to have to call a timeout as Cabrera was having a little trouble getting his line down. 40 left in the third quarter. The Mavericks with the first drive of the second half. And we'll thank our sponsors on behalf of Universal Media Connections, Valdebecker Service, Nevada's Law Firm, Allstate Onésimo Elizondo, Saritas Tortilla Factory, TNT Rentals, IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Capital Insurance Services, Clarissa Rivera Flores, Tienda de los Venados, Jed Harper, Attorney at Law, Tabany Insurance, Chapa Law Group, Choches Barbecue, Benavides Insurance, Lorena Melo State Farm, Brown Chevrolet, Vargas Hardware, Ruiz and Associates, and our sponsors here on Eagle Pass Sport Central, Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, Ancita Ford of Eagle Pass, State Representative Eddie Morales, and Choches Barbecue. Third and 8 for the Mavericks from the 7-yard line. Cabrera with the keeper, and that closes up quickly for him. He'll lose a yard to the 6. And now the Mavericks are going to be punting from the shadow of their own goalpost.
8:27 and counting in the third quarter. 23-0. The Panther lead if you just joined us.
Again, a hot and a muggy night here in Castroville as it's officially fall now as we near the end of September, but these hot days continue in South Central Texas. Cabrera, the punter, is about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. He'll get the punt off. Hewitt will field it at the 40, looking for room. Bounces left, gets pushed back, and is finally down right at the 40 is where they'll mark him in Maverick territory.
Hewitt was trying to change directions and spun around and ran right smack into number 4, Juan Sanchez of the Mavericks, who was able to bring him down.
7:47 left here in the third quarter. This will be the Panthers' second offensive drive of the half. The Maverick defense did a good job of turning them away in their first possession, 3 and out. And we'll see if they can step up and do the same. Again, single coverage down here with Hewitt and the Maverick defensive back Francisco Ramirez. Newton will look the other way. That pass is caught by Gallion, and Gallion will go up for a Panther first down to the 27.
Panthers have found their matchup on the out on the flats, and with those quick passes out yardage after the catch.
That's what they've relied on, quick catches in the flat, as you mentioned, partner, and then they've relied on that speed going upfield. Certainly they've done it with Hewitt, who this time is on the left side of the formation. This appears to be red new field. Pump still looking for someone open. It's caught Tercero at about the 12, and he's brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 8.
The Panthers actually had 2 receivers in that vicinity, so Newton could take his pick.
First and goal for the Panthers now. 6:54 left in the third quarter, and Medina Valley on the move. The head coach for the Panthers, who's had a busy knocking to the official, Andrew Britt. The Panther head coach is talking to the referee now about something or other down there. Oh, it's a roughing the passer call against the Mavericks, and that'll be half the distance from there. So it'll put the ball 5 at the 4.
a flag that we did not see. And
now the Maverick defense really up a zone here from the 4-yard line. Newton will be in the backfield by himself. He's got 3 receivers to the right side of the formation and 2 over to the left. He's going to put Hewitt in motion. There goes Hewitt behind him. The toss is to number 1 Hewitt, and he'll be brought down before he reaches the 5. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards to the 6.
36. Humberto Munoz came up and caught him from behind. They strung him out to the near side of the field, and the Maverick defense pursued good on that play.
Humberto Munoz, one of the defensive stars for the Mavericks. He's all over the field. And again, now on a 2nd and goal from the 6, from the pistol formation. Reza behind Newton. Newton drops back to pass, looks right. Someone in the Galleon about 9 yards deep on a deep slant. Sebastian Vasquez in coverage there. But Galleon was open, and that's another touchdown for the Panthers with 5:59 third quarter.
Galleon had 2 steps on our defender, cutting across the middle of the end zone, and Newton put it right where he needed to put that football.
Rips. The kick is on its way, and it's good. Score now. Panthers 30, Mavericks nothing with 5:59 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just...
Brennan Keir will be kicking off for the Panthers. 3-man deep for the Mavericks. We'll see where this kick goes for the Maverick return. There's the kick on its way. Comes to the near side. It's going to be fielded at about the 19-yard by Esteban Vasquez. Vasquez goes all the way to the other far hash mark and is brought down there at the 25.
The Mavericks will start there with their offensive possession, 5:45 and counting here in the third quarter with a 30-0 Panther lead.
It's been quite an initiation down there for Bobby Cabrera. Here's a face mask against Medina Valley. And so that's on 15 more yards to the Maverick return. So the ball at the 40-yard line.
Which helps tremendously on the Maverick field position here.
Gives you some breathing room. The previous Maverick drive started over there inside the 5 or at the 5. And so now they've got a little bit more room to maneuver here, and you get some more playing time for Bobby Cabrera. Cabrera with the shot snap, and Luis Flores cannot go very far before he's brought down back to Stanton. Bring down Luis Flores, hard loss to the 38. 2nd and 12 now.
Medina Valley defense doing very well tonight.
The safety up and making a lot of plays near the line of scrimmage for Medina Valley, and they're very short tacklers when they 38 now for the Mavericks. 2 receivers on the right side of the formation, 1 split out here nearest to us. And we have got a timeout called, the second timeout of the half by the Mavericks. 4:54 left in the third quarter. We'll use that timeout to take a timeout of our own, and we'll be right back.
And now, which is our broadcast?
Both. I think we're doing both. Here is Cabrera on a 2nd and 12. Rolls to the near side. He's going to keep it, looking for blockers in front of him. He'll be brought down 42. Gain of 4 yards on the quarterback keeper, and that'll be 3rd and 8.
So another third down conversion, 3rd and long. So more than likely we'll be seeing the Mavericks throw the football here.
3rd and 8. Ball on the near hash mark. Clock is 4:10 left now into 3rd quarter. All 3 receivers here bunched up to the near side for the Mavericks, and something has gone delay of a game as the Mavericks snap off in time. It'll cost them 5 yards, and it'll be now a 3rd and 13 from there. Ball at the at the yard line on a 3rd and long. Quick pass to Juan Gonzalez this way. He's going to try to find some running room. And the Panther defense is on him quickly. Back at the original line of scrimmage, the 40. And on a 4th and 10, the Mavericks will have to punt it away.
3:35 and counting here in the Mavericks will be punting. They have the wind to their back here in the 3rd quarter.
We'll see if Cabrera can get off a good punt with the wind in his favor. Do it to the 31-yard line. There goes the punt. It's a short one. And then we'll take a Panther bounce, and it's down quickly at the 41-yard line over on the 4.
One thing for sure, partner, was that the Maverick band won the halftime.
Oh, very certainly a great Maverick band on the field at halftime. Of course, October is Bandtober, band competitions, nearly every Saturday in October. And we wish both the Thundering Maverick Band and the Mighty Eagle Band the best of luck as they travel to marching competition during this coming month. Here is Xavier Garcia with the carry for no gain at the 40. Something interesting, we haven't seen number 36 or the running back for the Panthers, who was causing all the damage back on the ball field. It's been Xavier Garcia and Reza who's gotten the carries here. That pass is incomplete, intended for Martin de los Santos. Ryan Rincon, number 46, is who we haven't seen back here.
They have gone strictly here with number 22. Daniel Reza giving him some playing time.
.224 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10 now for the Panthers, and the Maverick defense looking to hold tight here and cause the Panthers to come off the field on offense. Down here on the right side, they're going to have to call a timeout here as Newton was having trouble arranging his offense and the play clock was winding down. To the left, Newton will be sacked back here at the 30-yard line. There is a flag that comes from the referee. It looks to be against the Panthers, and it's going to be declined against. It's a hold against Medina Valley. It will be declined. The Mavericks will take the result of the play, which will be the sack all the way back here to the 30, a 10-yard loss. And on 4th and 20 now, the Maverick defense is forced to punt.
Well, an all-out blitz on that, and they got to Newton really quick.
On for the punt is Brennan Butler. Juan Gonzalez standing back here at about his own 30-yard line. Butler will be kicking into the wind. They've got to get the spot of that ball.
Their clock's running all the time that they're stepping off the penalty.
Yeah, it is. It's the result of the sack back here at the 31-yard line. And you're right, partner. They kept the clock running the whole time while the referees got together on the spot of that foul. Line drive kick that kicks into Maverick territory and is down at about the 44-yard line. And here comes the Maverick offense again.
Ruben, the Eagles, we said are open this weekend, but next week the Eagles start district play as they travel to Laredo, Alexander, a game that will be down there to broadcast to you. That's on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then South San comes calling at home on Friday to the Mavericks.
Here's Luis Flores with the carry over the right side of the line, and he's able to get 4 yards on the carry to the 49.
Luis Flores has been running very, very tough all night long against a very tough Panther defense here tonight.
2nd and 6 for the Mavericks with the ball on the far hash mark. Sebastian Vasquez will come in with the play call for the offense. Vasquez is going to be split out wide left here. Gonzalez is in the slot with no one on him for now. Now there's a defender across from him. Here's Luis Flores. He's got some room to turn the corner. Does so at the 45 and is finally pushed out of bounds as he nears the 40 to the 41-yard line, and it's a first down for the Mavericks.
So a good run here as he went out of bounds. Well, now they're running the clock, and we may not get the play clock and the game clock are really, really close. They're going to have to snap.
Looks like they will get one more snap off here before the end of the third quarter. Cabrera in the shotgun. His 2 receivers over to the far side. There's a snap. The handoff is to Luis Flores. And the safety comes up again and finds Flores at the 40-yard line. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. We'll switch sides quickly. 30-0 is the Panther lead. We'll be right back. 2nd and 9 for the Mavericks. Here's a toss to Luis Flores. Manages to stay on his feet after first impact before being brought down shy of the 35 at the 36.
And this will be a 3rd down and 6 for the Mavericks. Score they just announced, which is really, it has implications in the district. South San is ahead of South Side 20-6.
Up here in San Antonio, we'll get you the rest of the score from the Mavericks district in a minute. Here's Cabrera rolling right on a quarterback sweep, and there's nothing open for him there as he's strung out and brought down at the line of scrimmage, the 36.
And this is a 4th down, but it doesn't look like we're going to punt the football.
Looks like the Maverick offense will stay on the field. The ball is actually here at 38, so a loss of 2 yards on that carry.
They are thinking about it, I think. There's the play clock's down to 10, and they're absolutely in no hurry, so Coach Villaseñor is going to call a timeout here.
That'll be the last Maverick timeout of the half with 10:36 left in the ball game. Here's some more scores from around the district. Southwest is beating Nixon 24-0. Martin is beating Cigarroa 21-7 in the 3rd quarter. And as you mentioned, that new score, Southside 20, or rather South San 20 and Southside 6.
You know, don't expect any scores from the Eagles district. The whole district is open this week.
The whole district is dark this week before the start of district play. So nothing there. Some Victoria West, Corpus Christi region. Victoria West beat Corpus Christi Moody 50-6. Oh. Corpus Christi Memorial beat Ray 49-8. Corpus Christi Carroll beat Corpus Christi King 33-0, or is beating them. And Corpus Christi Miller up 28-14 at halftime against Victoria East.
In our predictions, did the Packers and the Lions play last night?
They certainly did, and the Lions blew out the Packers.
You took the Lions.
I think I did.
I took the Packers.
That's one. On a 4th and 7, the Mavericks stay on the field. Tadeo Rivera with a toss to Juan Gonzalez, and he's got nowhere to go. Dropped for a 5 or 6 yard loss all the way back here to the 45-yard line.
Here comes the Maverick defense, 10-19 and counting. Here in the 4th quarter with the Panthers comfortably in the lead, 30-0. You know, we were looking at the Maverick schedule next week. South San goes to play them at home. Then they go to Cigarroa. Here comes the play.
Newton is in the backfield by himself. This might be a new quarterback here, number 10, Javier Gonzalez, sophomore quarterback now in, and we see some new faces across the. They have this ball in hand, 30-0. Pump fakes, and then he's brought down for the sack by number 34 for the Mavericks, Jose Luis Aguilar, with the sack on the new quarterback for the Panthers, and that ball now is all the way back here at the 39.
The Panther coaching staff taking this opportunity to get some new faces out on the field.
Sophomore quarterback Javier Gonzalez is in the backfield. Carter Hewitt still split out wide left here on the near side of the formation. And the usual cast of characters. 3 men to the far side, 2 here to the near side. Quick pass is intercepted at midfield by number 3 for the Mavericks, Robert Avila. And the Mavericks have a turnover in the books. And the Maverick offense will get this ball back in Panther territory at the 44. 45.
Avila stepped right in front of the receiver on a really, really crisp interception there. And he stumbled a little bit, or he would have been able to get more of a return on that interception.
It is 8:57 8:57 left on the clock there. Off to our left, and the Maverick offense with the ball at the 45-yard line will try to do something here. Some scores from San Antonio. Clark is beating Madison 20-14 at halftime. Roosevelt and Churchill tied up at 7. Lee and Reagan. Reagan leads there 42-0. And Johnson and Brandeis play tomorrow. Here is the snap, the handoff to Luis Flores. Up the middle of the formation he goes. He'll get about 4 yards to the 41.
As the Mavericks would like nothing better than to put some points on the board here on this drive.
Like to leave this game having, as you mentioned, put some points on the board and giving young Bobby Cabrera the taste of a touchdown on offense. 2 men here to the near side. Flores in the backfield with Cabrera, and Flores tries to turn the corner, and he does, and he gets a Maverick first down to the 35.
Went to the wide side of the field, and one man tried to arm tackle Luis Flores, and that was not going to work, and he was able to push forward to the 35 for a first down.
Mavericks will have a first down from there. Brennan beat O'Connor 42-23. Jay and Sotomayor, a game we had. John Jay all over Sotomayor. 37-50 picked Sotomayor in that one. That's
So did I.
1X for me. Here's Flores again on the right side of the line. Does a great job of bowling forward before being brought down at the 30. That's actually Tadeo Rivera with the football, and Rivera gets the Mavericks 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 5 now from the 30.
And as he went forward that time, we actually saw something we don't see very often, a little cloud of dust.
That's right. We're not used to seeing dust down on the field anymore. We're used to seeing little rubber pellets flying out. Good to see some of that, some dirt flying. This natural turf field down there. Here's a toss to Tadeo Rivera now, and Rivera has room in front of him inside the 25. He gets tripped up, but it's good for a Maverick first down to the 24-yard line.
And the Mavericks are on the move here at the 23-yard line in Panther territory.
First down for the Mavericks from the 23. Cabrera now has 2 receivers over to the left side. Here's a little counter to Rivera, who again goes up the middle, and he's getting some good yardage here late in the game. That ball will be down at the 22. A gain of 2 yards will make it 2nd and 8 with 6:34 left here in the ball game.
Ruben, who are your Missouri Tigers playing?
I think we're playing Vanderbilt this week, but we can certainly find out.
I know the Aggies are playing Arkansas.
That should be a good game. Missouri might be open this week. Here is a carry again, this time for Luis Flores. And Flores gets near the 15 to the 17-yard line. We are playing Vanderbilt tomorrow at 3 o'clock down over in Tennessee.
This is a 3rd and 4 for the Mavericks, 5:50 and counting as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ball is at the 17-yard line. Sebastian Vasquez moving down here to the near side. The carry again for Luis Flores, who follows his lead blocker. And down here to the 11, and a Maverick first down.
So the Mavericks now in the red zone at the 11, looking for their first points of the evening.
First and 10 from the 11. The Mavericks can still get a first down at the 1. Here's Flores on the counter. Up the middle he goes. Gets away from a couple of tacklers and is able to get inside the 5 to the 4.
A nice, tough run by Luis Flores. Really, really tough down there as he is, pushing for every yard he can get.
And he's got a 2nd and 3 now for the Mavericks, who've got a strong line on the right side. That's exactly where Luis Flores is headed, and he's slowed after about a yard. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down to the 3.
And Ruben, who are the Cowboys playing this weekend?
The Cowboys playing the Patriots this week. That'll be interesting.
Surprising score last week against the Cardinals.
Very surprising score. And here is Flores into the end zone for the 3-yard touchdown for the 30-6 is the score for the moment. And you mentioned it, Paul. A good at the end of the game gets you a good feeling to know that you put some points on the board.
Late in the game here, 4 minutes left before the end of this football game. 30-6 is our score right now, with the Panthers comfortably in control.
On for the point after attempt. Cabrera's the holder. The kicker here. Low snap, and nothing to do for Cabrera but swallow it, and he'll get caught there. There's a flag on the play at about the 4. Daniel Rodriguez was lined up to kick that extra point. This looks to be, well, we'll see what the call is here.
Well,
It looks to be against Medina Valley, and the Mavericks are going to get to do this all over again.
Referee looks over and says, come on
Bring him
out.
back, yeah.
Bring him back.
Come on back, because that was a hold, looks like, against a personal foul. And so they'll retry from the 2, and you wonder here if now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. But I see Daniel Rodriguez back out on the field there to kick the extra point.
They have not even started the play clock, so they're in no hurry here.
My apologies to everyone who thought I did my homework in that Karn City Nixon Smiley game, because Karn City is all over Nixon Smiley 69-0 towards the at halftime. I think a couple of people did, because
followed your lead in that prediction.
they thought I had done some research. Clearly not in this case. Rodriguez gets the kick up, and it is good. The score now with 4 minutes to exactly end the game. Medina 37. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Wait, that score's all over. No, look. Now look what it says. What the heck?
207 now.
Mavericks now trail 30-7. Rodriguez will tee up. And I guess we've got a correction here. Now our trusty app is telling us that Nixon is actually up. Nixon Smiley is actually up 12-7 on Karn City. So we'll wait for a final score. Tally up our predictions, partner. We'll see what happens there. That's fair. I've never heard someone then call for a fair catch.
You just stopped and said, hey, I want a fair catch this thing.
Landon Burns for the Panthers with the delayed fair catch. You always see something new, partner. We were just talking at halftime. We've been doing this, of course. I have taken over role many years, Lynn Purcell at your side, but we've been doing this for a while, and you see all sorts of things.
Every turn something.
From the 33-yard line go the Panthers with 3:59 left. Gonzalez back at quarterback. The carry is for number 19, Javier Garcia. And Garcia gets across the 45 to the 46 on that carry.
We'll begin ball carriers, as we already have a new quarterback in there in number 10, the sophomore quarterback, that being Javier Gonzalez.
And now, of course, even number 1, Carter Hewitt, is not on the field. So most of the starters off now. Medina Valley. Gonzalez from the pistol will move man in motion to the far side of the formation. And the carry again is to Garcia, and he gets across midfield into Maverick territory to the 48, and the clock keeps ticking now. 3 minutes left in the game.
Well, don't expect the Panthers to throw the football much here. They're going to grind this thing out, try to get this ball game over with. Every play is for an injury.
Try to have Gonzalez throw, and it was picked off. That turnover led to the Mavericks' only points of the ball game. Here's Gonzalez, puts a man in motion here to the near side. Strong line over to the right. And Happy brings it down, and Garcia again has a big hole right up the middle. And down to the 1-yard line where it's
continues to tick. Will be under 2 minutes before the next snap.
No hurry for that Panther offense as they're looking to clinch the game here. Some scores from around college football. Louisville up 13-10 on North Carolina State. Here's a tight formation now. They're going to kneel the ball. The Mavericks have no timeouts left, so there's the first kneel down for the Panthers. Louisiana Tech beating UTEP 14-7. Oregon State and Utah, that's a good game in the Pac-12. Oregon State up 7-0 on Utah. Hey, over in the Ivy League, Princeton beat Columbia 10-7. And Cincinnati and BYU looking to get started. Still, there's Missouri and Vanderbilt tomorrow. We'll get some more games for you here.
Here's another kneel down victory formation.
That'll be one more kneel down. We'll do it in this game. The Aggies traveling down to Fayetteville tomorrow. Tough SEC game there.
That game played Jerry's World for a while, wasn't it? Neutral site.
It was up in Dallas the past couple of seasons. Here's the last kneel down of the game for Gonzalez, and that will pretty much do it. That'll be the last play of the game. The Panthers will not need to run another play. And as the clock winds down here, under 20 seconds, the Mavericks, Morris, leave Castroville looking for their first victory of the season.
And looking forward to next week as we head into October, partner, already. Next week, we will have a win at South San coming to play win in Eagle Pass. And we will be on the road to the SAC over in Laredo for the Eagle Pass Eagles' first district game against Alexander.
It'll be on a Thursday. We'll be down in Laredo where hopefully another monsoon doesn't break out the way it did last time we were in Laredo and were able to stay dry. Partner, your final thoughts here on the Mavericks today?
Most definitely Medina Valley, one of the top teams in the district, if not the top team. And, for the Mavericks coming in here with injuries, especially at the skill positions at quarterback with both your number one and number two quarterbacks, on the sideline healing, recovering from injuries. But the bright side was the sophomore quarterback. He came in and did such a good job of playing Bobby Cabrera and got some good experience here tonight.
Yeah, and the Mavericks look to get healthy next week. We'll see if either Gabriel Valderas or Asdrubal Ruiz is ready to go for the Mavericks' next game against South San. We want to thank all of our sponsors on behalf of Universal Media Connections, Valdebecker Service, Nevada's Law Firm, Allstate, Onésimo Elizondo, Saritas Tortilla Factory, TNT Rentals, IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Capital Insurance Services, Clarissa Rivera Flores, Tienda de los Venados, Jad Harper Attorney at Law, Tabanay Insurance, Chapa Law Group, Choches Barbecue, Benavides Insurance, Lorena Melo State Farm, Brown Chevrolet, Vargas Hardware, and Reese and Associates. And on behalf of Eagle Pass Sports Central, we want to thank our sponsors, Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, Ancira Ford of Eagle Pass, State Representative Eddie Morales, and Choches Barbecue. Final score here from Medina Valley, 30, Mavericks 7. On behalf of my broadcasting partner, Morris Lipson Jr., our audiovisual engineer, Cristina Valadez, my name is Ruben Valadez. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great evening.